If you find yourself in trouble, if nobody else can help you, something, for those of us old enough to remember the A-Team, this is the closest thing you'll get to a red stripe down the side. It's the Volkswagen Transporter 6.1 in Sportline trim with a full ABT kit. Why? Why not? There are little splashes of ABT around the body. These are, I think on purpose, kind of coarsely drilled in to the bonnet, little deflector here. Everything is obviously black. Your headlights are full LED and really, really bright. Sportline versions of the van will also have a heated windscreen, which is very handy on cold, frosty mornings. The newer version of the Transporter has just the Transporter lettering around the side of it. This thing is lowered and it has a full sport suspension, so it looks pretty slammed. Particularly if you have something loaded in the back, it's really going to add to the really low squatted stance. However, on full lock, I actually find you get a bit of rubbing off it. So I don't know if the offset of the wheels are just a little bit further pushed out on this version of the Transport. It feels like they are, but certainly on full lock, you kind of get this little bit of grinding going on. Not in a good way. We've got black mirror housing, we've got black roof rails, a little bit of black on the side skirts of it. Alloys are just cool looking. And there's no Volkswagen logos on them, which again just makes it stand out a little bit more. Sitting on gorgeous Pirelli rubber. And then around the back, the barn door, obviously you can get on certain styles of transporters, but if you do kind of outdoor activities in a country like Ireland, this is actually a brilliant shelter. So you can have your coffee, you can get your bike ready, you can get your surfboards ready, although you're going to get wet anyway, but you know, you can stand under here and you've got a bit of shelter action going on, which is always very, very handy. How rude of me to get this far in the video and not mention the quad exhausts. It's not a Golf 4 engine in it, but those quad exhausts may make people think it is. It's a 2 litre, 204 brake horsepower, TDI 7-speed DSG gearbox. You can get it in 4Motion if you wish. 2,500 kilos braked, 750 kilos unbraked if you are towing or looking to tow. Obviously you've got a side door here as well, which will give you access. I think just for demonstration purposes, this van has a full onboard storage for tools with a very handy vice grips on it, and there's cool little catches just for holding things into place. I had to get a gas boiler and was able to neatly tuck it in and have it secured down there. So obviously it's going to depend on what you spec as to what you want your van in there and what kind of payloads you're going to need. So Volkswagen have essentially decided they want to make you feel as passenger-like in this car. So this steering wheel, straight out of something like a Golf, an Arteon, just pretty much any of the range. And actually, if you're not a fan of those haptic buttons, it has physical buttons. But there's tons of practical stuff on board that, you know, again, make it feel quite like a car. And you'd want it for the money. So you've got heated seats right across the bench. You've got dual armrests for the driver. You get reversing cameras, very handy because you do not see out your rearview mirror at all. They've added some nice touches to the dashboard. It's still very wipeable, very hard plastic. You've got loads of storage areas down here, 12-volt charging. You've got USB-C charging, 12-volt charging. You'll not get anything really into the glove box, but you know that's for another day, because in the actual doors there's tons of storage where you can keep things, and there's extra little nooks and crannies here. Full colour speedometer, and you get manual air conditioning, which is nice and chilled, and to be honest with you, it's more than you need. Like, yes, you could have climate control, but it's not really needed. I just think, compared to the outside, inside is just a bit of a non-event. You know, it's not going to be massively different from any other Transporter. The seats aren't different, the headlining isn't different if that was black, and I don't know, there's a few things that just don't quite stack up on the inside, where on the outside it's like, whoa, what's that? You know what I mean? But CarPlay, wireless CarPlay, all on board, Android Auto obviously as well, and then you use that for your nav. So you really have everything you need, with tons and tons of storage and loads of places to stick coffee cups for those long days behind the wheel of your office. Despite its size and weight, the T6 in this trim does actually handle better than your average van. Fuel economy is around 12 litres per 100 kilometres. That's without anything in the back, and translates to about 23 UK miles per gallon. The engine is a 2 litre TDI with a DSG gearbox pushing out just over 200 brake horsepower. And while there's only so much you can say about the performance, it drives like a van, there's one major catch. You definitely need to get used to rattles and bumps on these wheels. You're going to feel it. And equally, you're going to hear it, because unless everything is screwed down, you're going to hear rattles and bumps, and yeah, the bigger alloy wheels obviously don't help the ride quality of the vehicle. Price. €64,000. That's after VAT. That's inclusive of VAT, right? So you can get it for low 50s. Maybe you can run it through the company and it'll be okay. But look, it is expensive. I get it. It's how much for a van? But it is bloody cool. Only the Ford Transit Custom, and one actually went by me here as I started filming today. That's probably the only thing better than this. Like it's quick enough. It really is eye-catching in that colour. It gets looks everywhere. You get people slowing down in much nicer cars, going, what the hell is that? Because especially with the quad exhaust, it just makes it look like it's going to be some sort of 300 brake horsepower petrol rocket. Sadly, it's not. But if you want to do the day job with loads of practicality and have something for weekends that actually looks damn cool, then this could be for you if you've got lots and lots of cash. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.